What's the chow, Chinchow? JoesphGames here, and welcome to Pokémon Christmas. Wonder-Nuzlocke. This is a series I've been wanting to do for months. This game is absolutely amazing. I've played it quite a few times. This is the 2014 edition. It is brand new, so it is going to be absolutely amazing. This game actually only came out at Christmas time earlier last year, so it's going to be pretty cool. This is only up to Johto's Elite Four though, sadly, so the Kanto version of this game is being made right now. It is in the works, so hopefully by the end of this game we might be able to get to it, or I might be able to just drop this series and then come back to it, you know? If we get to the Johto Elite Form, we can do really well. But this is going to be a Wonder-Nuzlocke, and I will explain all of the situations of how this series is going to work as soon as we start the game. So we're going to continue on from our save file that we continued on from last time. So let's do this already. So, first off, you guys, I had told you to pick my starter in episode 0. So I asked you to pick between Cyndaquil, okay, and I asked between Totodile and Chikorita. And you guys did come through for me, so my starter is going to be Cyndaquil with 4 votes. So Cyndaquil is going to be the starter Pokemon for this challenge. And we received Cyndaquil. And we're going to give a nickname to our Cyndaquil. This nickname is going to be after one of my great friends of all time, Jordan, Norfolk Gaming. It has to be called Wildfire, because that's what Jordan calls his, and it's just such a good name, but I'm probably going to start stealing it from now on. So, yep. Wildfire for Cyndaquil, as long as I'm allowed to. If you don't like me doing that, Jordan, please dislike this episode. But there you go, Wildfire. You may want to visit my friend, Mr. Pokémon, whilst you're travelling. He's on Route 30. If you need to heal your Pokemon, you can use this thing right here. Oh, and here's my phone number. Call me if anything comes up. Okay, so we have Elm's phone number. Joanne, I want to give you this for your errand. We get the experience share straight away in this game. As soon as you get your Pokemon, you get the experience share. That's amazing. There's only 2 of us, so we're always busy. Okie dokie, so first things first, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe. Hi, I'm JoesphGames, aka Joe. Everyone calls me Joe. The entire world calls me Joe. My family calls me Joe. The internet calls me Joe. Everyone calls me Joe. I'm Joe to you all, and you can all refer to me as Joe as well. And I play Pokemon games on YouTube. I'm also starting a second channel on the 27th of August, so very soon that second channel will be starting and will be linked in the description below. Over there, we are going to have a Pokemon... we're not going to have Pokemon over there. We're going to have anything but Pokemon over there. Sorry about that. I haven't scripted this really well. But over there, we're going to be starting a Lego Batman 2 LP, which is amazing because I love the Lego Batman series and I love the Lego video games as a whole. And we'll also be doing The Sims Medieval as well. So that's going to start off the channel really nicely over there on the second channel. So it's going to be awesome. And that is over here. We got many things for... Many Pokemon things, and that's going to be absolutely amazing. I've been doing Pokemon on this channel for almost about a year now, and on YouTube for almost 2 years. So that's just amazing. I have loved each and every episode I have made for both the first channel and the second channel of Lantern Joe and JoesphGames, and now we're branching out into a third channel for JoesphGames too. So that's really cool, and I love that. So thank you guys for that. It's amazing. And if you guys are excited to see how far we can get in this Pokemon Christmas Wonder-Nuzlocke, then don't forget to discharge that like button. So of course, to spit up a comment and answer today's question of the day, which of course is, who was your first ever starter? Let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you are new here and you like the content here, but I will give you a warning, I am quite loud, I am quite boisterous, and sometimes I do swear. Now, if this is not for you, then that's fine. I will give you several other people that you can subscribe to over me because they don't swear in their videos. I don't swear a lot, but there are some times when the game seems to be hacksy and I need to swear to let out my aggressions. Here's Professor Oak. Ah, you must be Joanne. I'm on my way to visit Professor Elm. Before I go back to Kanto, mind if I take a look at your Pokédex? What? Professor Elm didn't you give you a Pokédex? Well, I'll have to fix that then. Thanks, Professor Oak. Professor Elm must be busy with his holidays. He's to forget something like that. Anyways, I must be going. See you later, Joanne. Thanks, Oak. Anyway, we got a Pokédex from Professor Oak there. So if you are new here, remember to stockpile that subscribe button as well, because it just makes it so much more enjoyable for you guys. If this content is not what you're looking for, that's fine. You know, you can go other places for your content matters, and I hope you enjoy them. But I can give you several people that say that, you know, that I think you should go and subscribe to over me if you're not looking for, like, swearing and stuff like that. It's just really up to you what you want to do with your lives. But this is a Pokémon Christmas Wonder-Nuzlocke. Now, Pokémon Christmas is a hack of Pokémon Gold set at Christmas time. According to the story arc, it is a sequel to Pokémon Gold. It is set in the wintertime because based on that, most of the events of Pokemon Gold and Silver took place in the summertime. So the Red Gyarados, Team Rocket taking over the radio tower, and lots of other events, they all took place in the summertime. This is the wintertime now, new trainers have moved to New Bark Town, getting their Pokemon, and of course starting out on their adventures, but at Christmas time. So it's really, really cool and really, really fun. I know it's the middle of August and you guys don't really want to worry about Christmas, but it's 120 something days till Christmas, so what better way to count down to Christmas than a Christmas LP, eh? What better way? Anyway, let's talk to a few people before I explain how the Wonder-Nuzlocke works. Have you been to the Guide Gent's house? He'll put a map on your Pokegear. He'll put the map of Johto on your Pokegear. Yes, because it's far too cold for someone of his age to be outside right now, so it's far too cold for him to be outside right now, so that's why he won't give us the map straight away, when you usually would in Gold and Silver. This guy here is trying out for Movember. I tried the whole no-shave November thing, and now my face feels funny with no beard. Not sure why I'm surprised, though. Okay, so yeah, that guy was trying out for Movember. That's pretty cool. When I get to be older, I'm going to be a gym leader. I'm going to make my own Pokemon battle with my friends to get them tougher. Okay, good luck to you, kid. Okay, so that's the Guide Gent's house. We'll go in there in a minute. What's his house? This looks like a nice family home. Jack is away right now, but I'll tell you you visited. Who's Jack? Who's Jack? I'm playing Pokemon TCG for Game Boy. It's so fun. It is actually fun. I played that quite a bit. It's actually really fun. And this must be Jack's bedroom. But who is Jack? Jack must have left his computer turned on. It looks like his wallpaper is from Sudoku from HOTD? What the hell is HOTD? I've never heard of that. Must be like an anime reference or something like that, because the fact is, I don't really know too much anime. So, yeah. I'm not a big fan of anime. In fact, like, only Pokemon and Digimon are the things I usually watch. Okay, so that's just telling us this is a small town. Let's go and talk to the Guide Gent. Hello, I am the Guide Gent. And with the weather as it is, I'm stuck indoors. As a gift, here's the map card. Thank you. So there we go, we now have the map card, so we can now see the map. There we go, there's the map. Cool. And we will go to all those places. So let's continue on. and our way to Mr. Pokemon's house. So first off, what is a Wonder-Nuzlocke? I'm going to take you through this entire concept of what is a Wonder-Nuzlocke right now. Oh, and it's just basically, it's a Nuzlocke. But the fact is, the Wonder Trade feature is so far away that I've had to think of another way to play this game until we get to the Wonder Trade feature. So what I decided to do is keep this as a Nuzlocke until that point. So basically, a Nuzlocke is a set of rules that you can make your Pokemon games be, and it's totally optional for you to do this, so you don't actually have to play Nuzlockes, it's totally optional. And if you do, it makes the game a little bit harder for yourselves, and basically it's based on 3 main rules. 1. You're only allowed to have 1 encounter per route, town, area, or cave, and it has to be the first thing you see. 2. You're only allowed, any Pokemon that faints inside or outside battle is considered dead, and has to be either released or put into a box clearly labelled as death. Once you've done that, you can't use that Pokemon ever again. Not even for if you need to use it for HM slave purposes, you can use it for HM slave purposes, but the fact is, you can't use it in battle anymore. That's all I'm saying there. And 3, you must nickname your Pokemon to strengthen the bonds between you and your Pokemon. You must nickname. So that's important too. So there we go, those are the 3 main rules of a Nuzlocke. I'm adding a couple of other rules to make it a bit more interesting for me, which is dupes/species clause, meaning in other words, if I catch a Pokemon that I've already got a Pokemon of that same evolution line, then I can go over that Pokemon and go and catch another Pokemon. So if I encounter another Pokemon that, say, if I encountered another Cyndaquil, or a Typhlosion, or a Quilava, I could go over that encounter and go get another encounter because of the fact that I already have a Cyndaquil. So I can just go over that encounter. And we're also playing with shiny claws. So if we run into a shiny Pokemon, which is a different colored than normal Pokemon, if we run into that, I'm allowed to catch it and use it on the team, regardless of what area of the game we are using it, whether it's the Wonderlocke part, or whether it's the Nuzlocke part, I am allowed to use that Pokemon. It's going to be amazing. We just let silk screen. That's amazing too. So yeah, if we get one of those Pokemon, if we get a shiny Pokemon, I'm definitely using that. So it's going to be awesome. And this is what the Pokemon centers look like in this game. It's just awesome. Just so awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying this LP, because I sure am. Anyway, so, up until the point of Goldenrod Sea, where the Wonder Trade feature is, as you would have seen in Part 0A, and if you haven't seen Part 0 or Part 0A, the playlist is linked in the description below, and when we do grinding montages, the playlist will be there'll be an annexation for the playlists, and possibly cards for the playlist as well, if you're on mobiles. Because I want to do that kind of thing. I want to make sure that you guys can see that, so you can see the playlist and everything. And of course annexations to link to the playlist when we're doing grinding montages, because the fact is, I want you guys to be able to see the whole entire Let's Play if you want to see the whole entire Let's Play, but that would just be awesome if you can. Anyway, so as I was saying, this is going to be a rather fun LP. Mr. Pokemon's house straight ahead. Okay. Oh. Where's the Berry Master's house? That's gone now? How you doing, girl? Damn, chill! No, I'm trying to get up here. So he's trying to get after it. He wants the girl. He wants the D. I understand that, mate. Oh, here's the Berry Master's house. It's a fruit-bearing tree. We got an orange berry. Yay! Now, in this game, one of the amazing things about this game is the Mateo, the ROM hack developers, actually put the full names of the berries in, the actual names that we know today. So, orange berry, instead of whatever it is called. It's just called a berry, actually. Everyone gets tired of random battles, but you can always use a repel. You should be able to use this cleanse tag too. Okay, we got a cleanse tag, alright. So a cleanse tag here will slightly reduce the amount of encounters you get per route, so that's pretty cool. And that's just basically what you need, really. It's not exactly a repel, because it will completely reduce them, but it will slightly reduce them. It's not going to, like, stop them outright, but you'll take more steps to get an encounter, so that's pretty cool. As you can see in this game, there are a lot of ice puzzles. Yay, ice puzzles, and repetitivism for ice puzzles. I found a potion. Amazing, yay. So there's a lot of ice puzzles, there's holes in the puzzles, as you can see, there's holes in the ice for ice fishing later on, which we'll get to later on, but ice fishing is amazing. It's exactly like normal fishing, except for all the lakes are frozen over, and that's the only way you can actually fish in this game, so that's cool. Anyway, so, as I was saying, when we get to Goldenrod Sea, we get to Wonder Trade our Pokemon, so that's going to be amazing. See, Pecha Berry, that's amazing too. We get to Wonder Trade our Pokemon, and that is going to be the way we get new Pokemon from Goldenrod Sea onwards. So up until that point, you guys will get to vote on which 2 Pokemon get to be part of the team, official members of the team. Because when we get to Bugsy, there's going to be a straw poll down in the description below. You guys will be able to vote in that straw poll to decide on which 2 Pokemon, and I mean 2 Pokemon, will get to be as part of the team. If there's a tie, I will cast the final vote. So hopefully I don't have to do that, but only 2 Pokemon will survive, everything else gets Wonder Traded, and that's the way it's going to be. And that starts from Bugsy's gym onwards. So hopefully you guys are all ready for that. Let's go and see Barista Pokemon. Hello, you must be Joanne. Professor Elm said you might visit. Would you mind kindly running this back to him? We received a small gift. Professor Elm is a good friend of mine, and I don't want him to be left out of leave any of my friends out. Sadly, I'm too busy fixing this machine to deliver it myself. Before you head back to Newbark Town, let me give your Pokemon a quick rest. Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Okay. A whole pile of strange coins. Maybe they're from another country. Okay. And what's this over here? It's a big computer. It's broken. And this. It's a big computer. It's broken. Oh. That's not good. It's packaged with foreign magazines. I can't even read the titles. Okay, that's not good. But I think we're going to be starting to head back to, we're going to be heading back to Professor Elm's office now, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to try and run away from encounters, because I want to try and get to Professor Elm's office. Of course, if you'd watched Part 0, Part 0A actually, I would have told you that Zigzagoon is the only Pokemon that in this game that gets an ability. And that is honestly true. Zigzagoon still gets pickup. So it's absolutely amazing. You probably will want to pick up a Zigzagoon if you're playing through this game. Speaking of playing through this game, if you guys want it, let me know in the description below, and I will, and I mean this, will give you a patching tutorial for this game. I will give you a patching tutorial for this game. There will be a patching tutorial eventually. So if you want it, let me know, and I will do it for you guys. I love playing in the snow with my Pokemon. I built a snowman, but the other Pokemon knocked it down. Aw, poor you. I'm waiting for the Pokemon that only appear at night. Okay, good for you, mate. It's a fruit-bearing tree. Hey, we got an orange berry. Alright. So that's cool. That is cool. And I'm going to go over these ledges here because that's just easier to get through without encounters. You, what do you have to say for yourself, mate? Yo, how your Pokemon doing? If they're weak and not ready for battle, keep out the grass. Okay, I will do that. You're in my way. I will do that. I will get out of the grass if my Pokemon are weak. So I can avoid grass if I need to. What do you have to say, mate? I'm looking for a Zigzagoon. I think they are so cool. They are cool, because they get pickup. Okay, there's a Pidgey, not bad. I'm going to run away from this, and then we're going to get back to Professor Elm's office. So, let's go. Can I please get out of the grass now, please? Oh, there's another Zigzagoon. Alright. I hope I can find you for my very first encounter, but you'd be awesome. I don't want my Pidgey though either. But we'll decide that in the next episode. And we are back in New Bark Town. So let's go and talk to Professor Elm. Hey, Professor Elm.
Chow, Ann, how's it going? Oh, Mr. Pokemon Geek sent me something. Let's see it.
I handed a small gift to Professor Elm.
Wow! This is the book I've been wanting for quite some time now. By the way, Professor Oak told me that he gave you a Pokédex. I'm sorry I forgot to give you one when you left. You left before. Also, now that you're an official Pokemon trainer because you have a Pokédex, you might want to take on the gym challenge. The nearest gym is the one in Violet City. You might be able to run into Chibi on your way there, so she is taking on the gym challenge too. The road to the Elite Four is a tough one. Good luck on your journey, and stay safe out there in the cold. Okie dokie, so I will do that. Joanne, use these on your Pokédex quest. Yay, we got Pokeballs, so the lock officially starts. So he's just telling us to throw Pokeballs at wild Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. And I believe our mum might give us something too. Hey Mum, how you doing? I hope you have fun in your adventure. I'll keep your room clean for you. Stop by if you want to rest or to visit. Okay. You're not going to give me anything? I thought you might like save my money or something like that, but no, you decide not to do any of that. Okay, that's fine. Right, then I'm going to stop this episode right here, because I think this is a good place to stop. So if you enjoyed today's episode of the Pokemon Christmas Wonder-Nuzlocke, then don't forget to discharge that like button. Of course, spit up a comment and answer today's question of the day, which of course is, who was your first ever starter? For me, that would be Squirtle, aka Killer, from Pokemon Blue, and it was so amazing to have a Squirtle on my team during the very first time I had ever played Pokemon. So hopefully you guys will answer the question of the day, and we'll see what happens. But of course, if you're new here, don't forget to stockpile that subscribe button, and you will get nice feed. You'll get the videos straight to your subscription feeds, and that's just awesome. And of course, if you're on mobile, don't forget to ring that bell. Oh, and you can use Heal Bell on the bell, and of course, that will allow you to get updates via mobile notification or, of course, email on my videos when they come to your boxes. But until next time, I'm JoesphGames, and I am out. See you again.